The highest grossing movies of all time. Everyone loves a good movie, right? We most certainly do. You can bet your bottom dollar most people can name their favorite movie in a matter of seconds. But not all movies do well, even the ones you'd most expect. The facts are that some movies just do a lot better than others due to budget, mass appeal, and marketing. Hey everyone, welcome to your favorite luxury channel, and in today's video, we will be discussing the highest grossing movies of all time. Without further ado, let's get into it. Transformers: Dark of the Moon grossed $1.123 billion. Transformers: Dark of the Moon was released in 2011 and has since grossed an impressive $1.123 billion worldwide. The film is based on the Transformers toy line and was directed by Michael Bay. The battle continues between the Autobots and Decepticons, as this time they're fighting each other to collect powerful technology from their homeland that crashed on Earth's moon. Dark of the Moon is the third installment in the series of Transformer films and is the sequel to 2009's Revenge of the Fallen. This film, however, was not co-produced by DreamWorks like the rest in the series and was only distributed by Paramount Pictures. Some of the stars include Shia LaBeouf, Josh Duhamel, John Turturro, and Tyrese Gibson. Captain Marvel grossed $1.128 billion. The next film on our list is Captain Marvel. So far, it's grossed around $1.128 billion worldwide, which is pretty darn good for a film that was only released this year. The film was written and directed by Ryan Fleck and Anna Gold and produced by Marvel Studios. Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson, Ben Mendelsohn, and Jude Law are some of the actors that you'll find starring in this movie. The premise of the film is that Earth is caught in some kind of galactic conflict between two alien civilizations, and Captain Marvel, Brie Larson, is called in. SpiderMan: Far From Home grossed $1.129 billion. SpiderMan: Far From Home was released earlier this year and has since gone on to gross an impressive $1.129 billion. SpiderMan: Far From Home was released earlier this year and has since gone on to gross an impressive $1.129 billion. The film was co-produced by Columbia Pictures and Marvel Studios and is the sequel to Spider-Man: Homecoming, released in 2017. It stars many great actors and actresses, including Tom Holland, Peter Parker, Samuel L. Jackson, Jake Gyllenhaal, and Marissa Tomei. It was directed by John Watts and written by Eric Summers and Chris McKenna. This time, Spider-Man, Peter Parker, is recruited by Mysterio and Nick Fury to face the Elementals during a school trip to Europe. To date, Far From Home is the first Spider-Man movie to pass the $1 billion mark. Aquaman grossed $1.148 billion. Based on the DC character of the same name, Aquaman follows Jason Momoa, Aquaman, as he fights to lead the underwater kingdom of Atlantis to stop his half-brother, King Orm, destroying the surface world by uniting the 7 underwater kingdoms. Since it was first released on November 26, 2018, Aquaman has grossed over $1.148 billion. The film was directed from James Wan and was distributed by Warner Bros. Pictures and is the 6th film in the DC Extended Universe. Captain America: Civil War grossed $1.153 billion. Captain America: Civil War has grossed $1.153 billion worldwide so far and was the highest grossing film of 2016. It's a superhero film based on Marvel Comics character Captain America and is a sequel to the first 2 Captain America movies, The First Avenger and The Winter Soldier. After a disagreement who should oversee the Avengers internationally, they break into 2 factions, one led by Tony Stark and the other Steve Rogers. The film was produced by Marvel Studios and distributed by Walt Disney Studio Motion Pictures. Some of the film's cast include Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, and Anthony Mackie. Minions grossed $1.159 billion. Grossing over $1.159 billion since it was released in 2015, Minions has gone on to become the 20th highest grossing movie of all time. It's an American 3D computer animated comedy film which served as a spin-off to the Despicable Me franchise. The film uses the voice of stars like Sandra Bullock, Jon Hamm, Michael Keaton, Steve Coogan, and Jennifer Saunders as the voices of the Minions. Overall, the film received mixed reviews. However, it has become the 4th highest grossing animated film of all time and the highest non-Disney animated film of all time. Minions was produced by Illumination Entertainment for Universal Pictures and was directed by Pierre Coffin and Kyle Balda. Iron Man 3 grossed $1.215 billion. To date, the film has grossed over $1.215 billion and received both Academy Award and BAFTA Award nominations. In this Iron Man film, Tony Stark has to deal with the effects of the events caused by the Avengers during a national terrorism campaign on the United States led by the Mandarin. It's the third film in the series of Iron Man films and the seventh film in Marvel Cinematic Universe. The film's cast include Robert Downey Jr., Gwyneth Paltrow, Don Cheadle, Guy Pearce, and many more. The Fate of the Furious grossed $1.236 billion. Also known as Fast and Furious 8, The Fate of the Furious grossed over $1.236 billion since it was released in 2017. The American action film, written by Chris Morgan and directed by Felix Gary Gray, is the 8th Fast and Furious film in the franchise. You can expect to find most of the normal cast in this one, like Vin Diesel, Dwayne Johnson, Jason Statham, Michelle Rodriguez, and Tyrese Gibson. Incredibles 2 grossed $1.242 billion. Incredibles 2 is a computer-animated American superhero film that's grossed over $1.242 billion. The film was written and directed by Brad Bird, produced by Pixar Animation Studios, and released by Walt Disney Pictures. In a nutshell, the film follows the Parr family who try and regain the public's trust in superheroes. However, this proves to be a lot more difficult than expected. The film first premiered in Los Angeles on June 5, 2018, and largely received positive reviews for its animation and humor. In its opening weekend alone, the film made a whopping $182.7 million. It was also nominated for Best Animated Feature Film at the 76th Golden Globe Awards and 91st Academy Awards. Beauty and the Beast 2017 grossed $1.264 billion. The 2017 version of Beauty and the Beast has grossed $1.264 billion at the box office since its release. The musical romantic fantasy film was directed by Bill Condon, based off a screenplay written by Stephen Chbosky and Evan Spiliotopoulos. Walt Disney Pictures and Mandeville Films co-produced the film and feature a cast that includes Emma Watson and Dan Stevens playing the lead characters. The film's critics gave it a positive response overall, praising its authenticity to the original animated version. Because of how much it grossed at the box office, the film has become the highest-grossing live-action musical film of all time and received several award nominations, including Academy Award nominations. Frozen grossed $1.276 billion. Arguably one of the most popular films and most recognized films of the past few years, Frozen has managed to gross a colossal $1.276 billion so far. It has won a super impressive amount of awards as well, including 2 Academy Awards for Best Animated Feature and Best Original Song, 1 BAFTA Award for Best Animated Film, and a Golden Globe Award for Best Animated Feature Film. The film was produced by Walt Disney Animation Studios and released by Walt Disney Pictures. Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom grossed $1.308 billion. The next highest-grossing movie of all time is Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, grossing an impressive $1.308 billion at the box office. Fallen Kingdom was released in 2018 and is an American science fiction adventure film. It's also the sequel to the Jurassic World and the second in the 3-part planned trilogy of Jurassic World. The film follows Owen Grady and Claire Dearing as they try and rescue the remaining dinosaurs from a fictional island in Central America called Isla Nublar, just off the coast of Costa Rica. It was the 3rd highest grossing film of 2018 and marked the 3rd Jurassic film to pass the $1 billion mark. Star Wars: The Last Jedi grossed $1.333 billion. Star Wars: The Last Jedi was released in 2017 and has grossed $1.333 billion. The film follows Rey as she gets trained in the art of the Jedi from Luke Skywalker to prepare her for helping the Resistance in the fight against Kylo Ren and the First Order. The Last Jedi was written and directed by Rian Johnson, produced by Lucasfilms, and distributed by Walt Disney Studios Motion Pictures. It follows the 2016 Force Awakens and is the second installment in the Star Wars sequel trilogy. After its release, it gained several award nominations and became the highest-grossing film of 2017. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 grossed $1.342 billion. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2 was released in 2011 and is a fantasy film based on J.K. Rowling's 2007 novel of the same name. The film was directed by David Yates and distributed by Warner Bros. Pictures. It was written by Steve Kloves and produced by David Heyman, David Baring, and J.K. Rowling. It stars the normal cast, including Daniel Radcliffe, Rupert Grint, and Emma Watson, as the trio continue to find and destroy Lord Voldemort's Horcruxes to hopefully stop him once and for all. The film was a massive commercial success, grossing over $1.342 billion and is the highest-grossing film in the Harry Potter series. There you have it all, guys. Let us know your thoughts about the video in the comment section. If you liked this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and smash the notification icon to get notified whenever we release a new video. We'll see you in the next one.